everybody, this is William Bradford Nichols, the editor for Nutrition Insight, and I am here live at VitaFoods Europe in Barcelona, Spain, with Florencia Moreno Torres, the Global and Business Development Manager for Health and Nutrition at Rousselot. Hello, Florencia. How are you?
Hello. Fine, thank you. Hi.
Well, we're excited to talk to you today, and I've got some questions, and if it's okay, I'd like to just jump right in.
Sure.
Okay. Well, Nextida GC is being positioned as a game changer for sort of natural glucose control and GLP-C stimulation. Can you explain sort of the mechanism behind how this works and what makes collagen peptides so effective in this context?
Yes, of course. I think it's very important to start with the origin story of Nextida GC. It's really not like any other collagen peptide because it was specifically developed to boost and to target this GLP-1 boosting and, as a consequence to work on the glucose management. We pretty much had a library with different candidates of collagen peptides. So to put it in a very simple way, we use different mix of enzymes to hydrolyze it, so then they were having different compositions. So we have a bunch of these candidates. We test them to see their effect on GLP-1, and we identify Nextida as the one that worked dramatically by far the most, stimulating GLP-1. Then we proceed, of course, with mice studies, then with human studies. We have a clinical trial. We have more trials on the pipeline. So this is pretty much how it was selected. So built on science. Furthermore, the way it works is that when taken 30 minutes before a meal, it has been observed that it stimulates the body to release naturally GLP-1, so it really increases the secretion from 5 grams already to 10 grams already. We see this increase in GLP-1. And then when GLP-1 is increased in the body, what it helps doing is that it sends signals to the pancreas, so it increases the insulin and reduces the glucagon. This helps cells to uptake the glucose that's flowing in the blood, so then it helps to this peak of glucose reduce it actually on average in 42%. And then also GLP-1, what it does is that it sends signals to the stomach to reduce the gastric motility, so then it reduces the gastric emptying. So as a consequence, people feel fuller for longer. And last but not least, just for these practical examples, GLP-1 also sends signals to the brain, and it pretty much gives a signal to reduce the appetite and increase the feeling of satiety. So this is also something we have seen in our clinical studies, and is something we keep on studying with Nextida.
Oh, wow. That's very interesting. Can you tell me, with GLP-1 being such a sort of a hot category globally right now, how does Nextida GC sort of differentiate itself from other natural pharmaceutical approaches that are aimed at metabolic health and blood sugar regulation?
Yes, of course. As I just mentioned before, something that's very key for Nextida is that it's truly not like any other collagen peptide or other ingredients trying to boost this GLP-1, because it was really built on science. It was selected from this wide range of candidates, proven that it boosted this GLP-1. Something that really differentiates it is that if you walk around now here in VitaFoods, you're going to see a lot of GLP-1 here, a lot of GLP-1 there. It's normal because it's a trend, but actually at Rousselot, I started working here 6 years ago. Already since I started working, this was on the works in the background. So we were very quiet about it, but it's truly, we have the science to back it up. It's not that we're riding on the trend. Again, we have this robust science, we have a full pipeline of studies also ongoing, and I think that truly differentiates us. It's an ingredient built on science.
Wow. Well, since its sort of successful US launch back in 2024, why is now sort of the right time? As you said, you've been messing with it for 6 years. Why is now the right time to bring Nextida out and to bring it to Europe? And what kind of demand or gaps are you seeing in the European market specifically for these kind of metabolic health solutions?
Well, the thing is that, a little bit this boost, well, not a little bit, but fully this boost of the GLP-1 trend comes from the Ozempic craze, let's be honest. And this started in the US. So US were the early adopters, were a little bit like the laggards, so to speak. And some discussions that we have internally a while ago where they're like, listen, in Europe, nobody's talking about GLP-1. It's truly more like a US topic. But then if you go to points like, for example, Google Trends, you can see like the search for GLP-1 has grown exponentially. But then when you double click to see which are the countries that are looking more into GLP-1, you see, of course, number one is US. But then you find places like China, Denmark, Puerto Rico, South Korea. So it's really going all over the place. We think it's the right moment here in Europe because we only, as you mentioned, we launched in the US last October because it's where everything started. The market is ready for it. But now we're slowly but steadily seeing how it's penetrating in the European market. So we have the ingredient, we have the science. Let's say we have this great product, this potential for innovation for our customers or potential customers. So we consider it's the right time if they want to differentiate, to innovate, to be ahead of the game. So that's why we're presenting this now in Europe.
Okay. Well, what can we expect over the next few years from Rousselot? Can you give us any sneak peeks about anything?
So as I already hinted a little bit, we have quite a lot of studies in the pipeline. We have something that's called the Nextida platform. So right now we have Nextida GC, which is the one that boosts GLP-1 and helps manage blood glucose levels. But the name of the ingredient is Nextida GC, glucose control. But it's part of something bigger, the Nextida platform. So you can also expect a launch of Nextida X, Nextida Y, Nextida WPZ,
Yeah.
So, and each one of these collagens are going to be focused on key benefits that are, let's say, outside the normal scope of collagen. Because usually if you would think collagen peptides, you would think beauty, mobility, sports nutrition.
Yeah.
The Nextida platform, which is something we're working on, it's really going to go above and beyond these traditional holistic benefits. So a lot of exciting things happening, a lot of science, so we're working a lot on this, so just stay tuned because nice things coming our way.
All right. Well, thanks so much for talking with us, Florencia, sharing all your insights, and we look forward to hearing much more from Rousselot in the future.
Thank you. Bye.